Hey guys, welcome to GNA Review's summer preview for the upcoming summer anime season. We are your hosts, Sober Oni and
Dooby-doo.
And thank you so much for joining us because we have an awesome lineup for the summer. A ton of new shows, so without further ado, let's just get into it. And you can follow along on AniChart. We're going by title.
Yes, and if you're as hyped for this new anime season like we are, by all means, feel free to hit that like button, comment, and or subscribe.
Right. So first up, continuing the trends of weird names I always have to do, we have, well, it's not weird, 18 If.
No, you keep doing like the long ones.
Yeah, normally I have really long ones. I think we're good so far. But yeah. 18 If by Gonzo. Story follows Haruto Tsukihiro, who wakes up in a dream world and sees a mysterious girl named Lily. Following this, he meets a man named Kanzaki and learns of the existence of witches, which hereon entangles him in all sorts of incidents. Sounds like your standard fare fantasy. Kind of has like this weird aesthetic that kind of looks like No Game No Life, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as that good or high budget. So, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one.
I don't feel any which way about it. I feel like, I mean, it is made by people who did Gantz.
That's true. Gonzo has a weird quality where it's either really hit or miss.
Yeah, so it had that really Gantz feeling, especially when, like, during the trailer, you just saw, like, a bunch of, like, they're, like just random, like, scenes of just, like, blood and gore. And everything else is like fantasy, so it's like, yeah, we'll see.
So maybe for now, or are we just not even entertaining this?
Probably not. I put it in yellow just in case, but I feel like we'll definitely find replacements.
All right, I'll put it in yellow for
other better ones.
By the way, guys, if you're not familiar with how we do this, we're going to go through all the shows, and then we're going to pick 7 that we want to follow. And that's going to make up what we follow on a weekly basis for our podcast. I'm not sure if we want to do 7 plus a short, or if we just want to stick to 7. Did we decide that?
We didn't, but we'll see. We'll see how the strength of the lineup.
Yeah. Okay, you're up next.
All right. Moving on. Action heroine cheer fruits. Really? Action heroine cheer fruits. Jesus. All right.
It's like somebody reached into a bag and just pulled out as many pounds.
I was like, wait, what? Year 2000 XX, an action heroine warring states period. The action, that sentence is so weird. Like, when I first read it this morning, I had to, like, read it, like, 2 times to understand what was going on. The action heroine trend had started with a small festival, creating a local heroine fighter themed after the local area. The action charmed the audience and led the project gaining huge popularity. A local heroine boom took off. Many municipalities...
Local heroine boom? Sounds like something is happening here in America.
Many municipalities began producing stage shows for the hometown heroines, and a rivalry developed between them. The heroine shows vying for popularity began to appear on a nationally popular ranking program broadcast nationwide. The action heroines aspired to earn the love of everyone. Ugh. God, why was that?
Love and peace.
I feel like the words that they chose were like so extra for what this anime probably is going to be.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark this red because I don't think you're gonna put up a fight for this one.
Oh fuck no! Like this sounds like somehow a shittier version of Idol Jihen.
I was just about to say, you know what this sounds like? Remember that shitty show I dropped? What was it? Was that back in January or something?
Yeah, that was in the winter one.
Jesus. Yeah, this sounds like a shitty idol show, except they didn't want to make it about idols because they realized how oversaturated that is. So they were like, heroines.
Which is just as stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I don't care about this. Let's move on.
Okay. Next up, I'm laughing because I know Drew has stuff to say about this. Next up, we have by the fabulous production IG, Ballroom A Yokoso. Fujita has drifted through the middle school aimlessly, unable to find friends or anything that can hold his attention. Then one day, he's attacked by a gang and saved by a mysterious man. But this isn't a karate master. It's a ballroom dance instructor. Reluctantly, Fujita takes on a beginner's class, only to find his inspiration, an entrancing teenage dance prodigy named Shizuku. It's Fujita's first step into the high-octane world of competitive dance. I think one of my co-hosts has something
Girl,
can relate to this experience.
Something. So, I had every intention of fighting for this. Every intention. And it's funny enough that this was one of the trailers that you did not watch, because I saw a trailer and it made me do an immediate 180. Oh my god.
The power of trailers.
Oh my god. Literally, I just can't deal with that style of animation. Like, I actually cannot. Like, you thought Clamp was bad with, like, their disproportionate, like, limbs and shit. Think about that. Now think before they tried doing that, the artist decided to do like 3 tabs of acid. And then followed it up by like a speedball.
This looks heavily over stylized, like extremely over stylized. Like, even from this picture.
I'm like, holy fuck. Like, as they're moving and dancing and shit, I'm like, holy fuck. How are you literally, how is your neck bigger than your head? What the fuck? Like, their necks are so freakishly long. And, like, they're moving, like, you see, like, their outlines are, like, textured. Like, you think it's about to, like, turn to, like, one of those, like, weird abstract like
like the take on
indie films or something. Like, holy fuck, it is so crazy bad. Like, especially for like it's bad for like an anime that's involves a lot of moving and it's about dancing. Like, no, like the best part about the anime is easily has the worst animation. Which is crazy because Production IG is actually really like has a lot of great anime that I love.
Like really top tier of their animation. So.
But this is so bad. The animation was so bad. I was like, I can't. Nope.
Well, something tells me this isn't Production IG's like money boat. They're not like, all right, guys, all our chips on Ballroom A Yokoso.
Clearly not.
Put our A-team on it.
Nope.
Okay, good. Because if you had tried to fight for this, I would have like, oof, that would have been a war. So no.
I mean, it wouldn't even been like a fight. Like, it's just like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let me watch a trailer, and then I was like, no. So yeah, for the love of God, let's bury that and move on.
Okay, off to a great start. 2 no's and a maybe.
Battle Girl High School.
I know this is gonna go.
Yes, this is a no. And I'm gonna read it, but it's definitely a no.
No, oh wait, is your turn to read? Damn, you're right. And you talk so much during Ballroom.
Sorry, did you have anything to say about it?
No, I don't. Exactly. I don't want to talk about it again.
Yes, let's not. It's the year 2045. Why is it always like some year far in the future? Anyways, the world has been contaminated by the Irosu invaders, and humans find themselves contained. Standing boldly against these invaders are but ordinary girls. The Shinjugamine Girls Academy is a school for these Hoshimori, aka Star Guardians, destined to fight the Irosu.
This reminds me straight up of Buso Shoujo Machiavellianism from last season.
Probably. Yeah,
I think that was also Silverlink. I'm pretty sure that was Silverlink that did that one too.
And it's just such a shame because wait, I know there's one anime that they did and maybe I forgot.
Silverlink did a few good things.
Yeah. Oh yes. Fate, Ilya. Like,
oh right, yeah, Fate.
They did that. So I'm like, it kind of sucks because I would like to see the anime, like, just for, because I know the fight scenes can be really dope. Like, because it's all magic and the fight scenes are gonna be really dope. But then, like, but that was Ilya, and Ilya was like great from start to finish. I can't watch this anime just for the good fight scenes, and I can't do it just for that. Sorry.
And again, this looks like a case of, I like the animation studio, they're really top tier, but I just don't think they're gonna bring their A team to do Battle Girl High School. This is not their flagship.
It's called Battle Girl High School. Like, what the fuck?
And I mean, maybe I'll check out. This looks like something I'll check out an episode or two of because I just like, I'm that kind of guy. But I don't see myself maybe watching it long term or anything like that. And we're definitely not going to cover it in the podcast.
Yeah,
I am not fighting for this.
This
is not the hill I die on. But the next show,
I know exactly. I was about to say the next one.
This is the hill we fight on. Centaur no Nayami by Emon Animation Company. Himeno is a sweet, shy girl who struggles with the high school life. The difference is she's a centaur, but she's not alone. In fact, all of her classmates are supernatural creatures sporting horns, wings, tails, halos, or some other unearthly body appendage. Yet despite their fantastical natures, Himeno and her best friends are down-to-earth, fun-loving teenagers who grapple with the issues of life and love.
when you literally read the word some other unearthly body appendage, I just picture some like, I don't know, like some guy with just like, or some girl with just two giant dicks. Like,
I don't know if there's a monster girl with two giant dicks. I don't know. This kind of reminds me of Demi-chan, but unfortunately, we do have someone on this podcast who's a bit, not in favor of monster girls. He's a bit monster girl phobic.
Oh my god! Just because I didn't want to watch some girl having an orgasm while I'm eating fucking breakfast at like 11 in the morning does not make me a fucking monster phobe. Okay?
He does not like Monster Musume and vehemently dislikes snake girls. So we're gonna have a fight about this. I don't think it's anywhere near as explicit as Monster Musume's was. I think this
I don't think
more
so.
Of a
it
regular,
seems pretty. Yeah, it seems pretty harmless. I'm not against it.
I'm personally also on a maybe on this one. It depends what the rest of the lineup looks like, since we're so limited and there's actually a few really good shows coming up.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but it's definitely, that's going to be something we consider.
Mm-hmm.
So next
is Cleone no Akari. The story centers around an illness-stricken, constantly bullied orphan girl named Mirori. After one rainy day, she doesn't turn up at school, having been admitted into a hospital in a distant town. 2 months pass, and the girl's two school friends, Takashi and Kyoko, receive a mysterious email with no sender listed. The email reveals a summer festival taking place at a nearby town. Like, it's really dry.
I have no strong opinions on this one.
Me neither. It doesn't really, suck me in.
I've never heard of that animation studio either, Ishikawa Pro.
Yeah. Me neither. Yeah.
Oh, no. They've only done one other thing, and it was an OVA, Maho no Chocolate.
Yikes.
I don't think that's what makes it. Back in 2001, and it was only 9 minutes. So...
Question mark?
I don't think they have much experience.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not anything that wouldn't deter me from watching it. It's just just based on the premises, I have no interest in it.
Yeah, it does have this kind of generic-y feel to it. I don't know. ever since I started watching key stuff like Clannad and Canon and Air, I can't get into these types of stories because I'm like, if it's not as good as Clannad was, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah. Clannad. All right.
Speaking of KyoAni, here's something that rips off KyoAni.
Don't you mean free? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Dive.
Dive. This is not free.
Dive.
Didn't free also have the exclamation marks, like 2 exclamation marks at the end or something? Or
I think so. Yeah.
So are they just copying it down to the punctuation?
Yeah. Wait. Before I go into it, I'm pretty sure people who did free didn't do this.
No, they did not.
Nope. Yep.
Nope.
This is the same people who did Tsugumomo, which I also did not want to watch.
So before we continue tearing into it, this is Dive by Zero G. The series revolves around the Mizuki Diving Club, which is on the verge of closing down after financial troubles. The club's new coach persuades the club's parent company to stay open on one condition: that the club sends one of its members to the next year's Olympics as part of Japan's Olympic team.
This is like one of those moments where just like, I feel like people, I have a problem with people are starting to like go on trends, starting these trends, and then instead of actually putting time and effort into it, they just start like trying to make some cookie cutter formula. And I'm starting to notice, like, they already did it with stuff like Konosuba, and especially in this anime season, there's 2 animes that try doing the same shit, and I'm just like, fuck that. I guess we'll get to them when we get to them, but yeah, like, this trend of, like, a sports anime with, like, you know, some slight queer baiting themes and like, a very obscure, not popular sport, like, I feel like that's starting to become a theme, because there's Free, and then there's Yuri on Ice, and both of them were huge. Like, Free is very popular, and Yuri on Ice is even more so. And now, I feel like, now it's starting, like, this trend where it's like, oh, let's make some more obscure sports where there's, like, a lot of dudes and, you know, slight queer baiting. And let's make a shit ton of money. Like,
the anime industry is, like, really prone to doing that. Oh my god, I remember... Do you know how many Monica clones there are? Just, like, shows that are just, like, Monica was successful, so now we have to have, like, a whole subgenre that is just, like, Monica clones. And, I mean, some of them were really, really good, like, because they put a different spin on it. But I don't think that Dive, if the name is any indication, is going to be putting much of a spin on anything. I think it's literally just trying to be a cash grab on the you know, fame of Free. And I just can't wait till next season when Swim, exclamation mark, comes out.
Swim. Skate.
Skate. So it's fair to say I don't think we're going to be checking this one out.
No.
If you want to check it out, I advise you just go watch Free.
Exactly. I don't know. If I have nothing to do one day, maybe I might check out an episode or 2. Because I don't want to skip out on it, and it ends up being...
Oh my god, watch this be like the
amazing. I know, exactly. Ever. And it ends up being, like, amazing. Because, like, as much as Silver Oni, like, you know, used to shit on me for watching Free, like, oh, it's a bunch of naked guys, you know, like, swimming and stuff, whatever.
It's still a bunch of naked guys swimming and stuff.
It is, but it's, like, an amazing... Like, it's a really, really good, heartfelt story. Like, it's actually... Like, yes, the premise is just, like, a bunch of boys swimming, kind of, like... sucked me in for like an episode or 2, but then like the actual premise behind it was really good. But yeah, so that's that.
All right.
Moving on to something that
Finally,
is definitely being greenlit. Fate/Apocrypha. Sorry, I just needed to... For some reason, when I said that, like, I took in a huge breath, and I'm just like, if I keep talking, I'm just going to, like, run out of breath and, like, suffocate.
I know you're excited.
I don't know why I had to say all that, but all right.
You need to kill yourself.
There was once a Holy Grail war waged by mages and heroic spirits in the town of Fuyuki. However, one mage took advantage of the chaos of World War II to steal a Holy Grail. Several decades have passed, and I was not ready.
Man, I'm glad this trend of hard to pronounce names has turned around.
The Yigmalinia family, who took upon the Holy Grail as its symbol, defected from the Mages Association. Furious, the association sent forces to deal with the Yigmalinia, but were defeated. With the Holy Grail system changed, war at an unprecedented scale breaks out. Yeah, I had to like focus so much brain power on just like that one word. That's like, if you hit me with another word with more than 4 syllables, I'm fucking done. But yeah, Fate is back, and we are ready.
Yes, I'm so hyped for this series, more so than like, I think the only other show I'm looking more forward to all year is Fate Extra. So this is just another Fate series I'm really hyped for.
Wait, isn't that like an OVA?
No, I think it's a TV series. Fate Extra is coming out in winter.
Oh well, that's cool.
Hype.
Fun fact. So like the Fate series, and I think this is kind of cool. They've actually moved around from like studio to studio.
Yeah.
Like they're actually all over the place. Like I don't know, like the people who did Fate, who did the original Fate Stay Night, aren't the same people who did Fate Zero, and the people who did Fate Zero aren't the ones who are doing Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah. And even the ones who did that Fate Grand Order OVA were a different studio.
Yeah, and Fate
Extra is a different studio.
Yeah, and Fate Ilia is also a different studio.
So everyone is all over this Fate pie.
Yeah, which is cool. So I'm very looking forward to like how they animate it as opposed to the other ones.
I don't think A1 Pictures is as like high budget as UFO Table, who did Fate Zero and Fate Unlimited Blade Works. So they probably won't have as flashy a fight. Yeah. But I think it's still going to be solidly animated, and they'll probably be like hand drawn and not as much CG. So it'll still look really nice. I just don't expect it to be as flashy.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, definitely watching it.
Yeah, me too. Well, yeah, obviously.
Covering it, so.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
So next up we have Gamers. Centering on the gaming lives of... By the way, it's by Pine Jam. I don't know who Pine Jam is, but centering on the gaming lives of various high school students who play video games, including Keita Amano, a lonely young man who loves video games, Karen Tendo, the beautiful president of the video game club, Chiaki Hoshinomori, who constantly fights with Keita, and Tasuku Uehara, who puts on a facade of being satisfied with his life in the real world, but in truth loves video games. Sounds like a regular old comedy slice of life centered around an after-school club, in this case, following the theme of video games.
Boring.
I mean, I'm definitely going to check out an episode or two. I think it can go either way. If it's really funny, you know, then it's going to be, I think it'll be great and it'll really connect with me. But at the same time, if it's not, it's just one of those shows that it's really hard to tell where it's going to go.
Yeah, I know where it's going to go. It's like, it's whatever. Maybe that's because, you know, there's no trailer. As Silver, and he was telling me, like, he tried looking.
I could not find a trailer for this at all.
I just didn't bother watching one because I'm just like, oh, sounds boring. But yeah, apparently it's like a comedy. It's an ecchi. It's a romance. It's a lot of. Oh, they have a lot of descriptions for it. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good. So, we'll see.
Yep, it's one of those wait and see things. I don't think we're gonna cover it though.
Probably not.
Definitely not.
But speaking of comedy ecchis and dramas that do seem interesting, there is Hajimete no Garu. The romantic comedy begins with Jun Hashiba, an uncool high school student who frets about wanting to lose his virginity. Egged on by his friends, Jun goes on his knees and confesses his love to a classmate named Yukana Yame. The confession surprisingly works and the couple goes out. However, Jun finds himself in uncharted waters with Yame, a trendy and fashion-conscious gyaru. Okay, I don't know why they didn't say gyaru. Is that actually how they say the word gal? Like gyaru?
Yeah, I think that's like a Japanese trending like thing where it's like
I know what gyaru is, but does it actually mean like translate to like English? Does it mean like gal?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that aside, nomenclature aside, this seems super interesting.
It seems like a good matchup between Yamada-kun and Oshiete Gaoko-chan that came out a couple of seasons ago. That little short. So I'm interested in it. It looks like a really fun raunchy comedy.
Wait, what was the anime that had the gyari girl that you were telling me about before?
No, Gaoko.
Okay, that is what that was. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a good combination between those two. So, and it also looks like, if the trailer is any indication, it looks really, really Sedokai-esque in the level of raunchy humor it's going to go for.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact, Sedokai Yakuindomo is coming out with the movie this season, so hype.
So, actually, there's a lot of good movies coming out this season. Maybe we'll cover them or something. Who knows?
Maybe. But what we will definitely do is move on to the next one.
Yes, we'll put a matey for there. And the next one, which is something we're most definitely not going to cover, Hina Logi from Luck and Logic. The main series centers around Lioness Yelistravatova, the naive princess of a small nation who goes to Hokkaido to enter ALCA, an educational institution dedicated to teaching logicalists who uphold world peace. Leonis enters Class S and encounters many unique classmates, including logicalist Nina Alexandrovna. I'm going to watch this because I saw the original Luck and Logic and I kind of liked it, but it is by no means a particularly good show. It's just a fun waste of time type cute show.
Yeah, it seemed like it was up your alley. I was like, yeah, it sounds like something you would like. We're not going to watch it, but it sounds like something you would like.
I'll be watching it. We're not going to cover it in the podcast because it's definitely not something for everybody, and I don't think Drew would appreciate it very much.
No,
it's very generic.
I'd rather give blood every day.
It's very generic, but it has a cute charm to it. So if you like that type of show and you have some time to kill, I recommend it. All right.
Yeah. Moving on to something that I'm looking forward to. That I will literally fight until I die. This is part one of my battle on the hill, as you say. Hitori Hime, my hero. The story involving Kensuke's brother, Kosuke Oshiba, and friend Masahiro Setagawa from Hitori Hime Boyfriend. So I'm assuming it's like a spin-off from the manga. From the trailer, it seems very slice of lifey, romancy, like that kind of thing. Which is cool, because I actually don't know too many, high school slice of life shonen ai, actually. Now that I think about it on top of my head, I can't think of any. So, this is actually, a nice change of pace. The studio that's doing it, I've never really heard of anything that they've done.
Encourage Films.
Yeah.
Encourage Films did...
Nothing that I know of.
Oh, they did Ikamusume, which is really good. They did the original Symphonogear, which is good. And they did a spin-off of Lucky Star. That wasn't so good. but they've done other good things.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'm fighting tooth and nail for this because I love it. I love it so much.
We'll most likely watch it. I'm gonna put it as maybe for now, but we'll most likely end up watching it. Most likely.
Hopefully. Let's move on.
Next up, we have Isekai Shokudo by Silverlink, another Silverlink show. So at the bottom floor of the building with a dog signboard in the shopping district near the office street, there lies a cafeteria called Yoshoku no Nekoya, open for 50 years and has satisfied the various salarymen from nearby offices. Despite it being called the Western Cuisine Cafeteria, it also provides a variety of menus. For the people of this certain world, it's their one and only special cafeteria. Absolutely
not.
Did you see the trailer for it?
Yes, and that's definitely what made me say no.
Yeah, it looks like Food Wars, like Shokugeki no Soma.
Yeah, Food Wars, but they're trying to do that whole here's the real world, here's a fantasy world.
Yeah, there was fantasy monsters and stuff eating food.
Yeah, it looked like I'm over it.
I'm gonna watch it, but I guarantee it's not gonna hold my attention. Just from the trailer, it looked like it's gonna be like a one-note joke. And here's the thing: Food Wars was good because even though it did have a one-note joke, it was still compelling as a sports, quote-unquote sports show. This just looks like it's gonna be a bunch of random creatures eating food, and they're in orgasm while they're eating the food. I'm gonna watch it. But probably not for long. And we're definitely not going to cover it on the podcast.
Absolutely not.
This week, they ate some more food.
Yes. Moving on. Isekai wa smartphone to tomo ni. Toya Mochizuki was accidentally killed, and as an apology, God allows him to be reborn. Hey, does this sound familiar to any fucking person? This sounds pretty
original. I've never heard this premise before.
Yeah, no, never had it. Yeah, me neither.
I'm getting drawn in.
God allows him to be reborn in a fantasy world, and will grant him any one wish he desires. Nope, nothing? Still nothing, guys? Alright. And so, Toya chooses to keep his smartphone in the next world. In his second chance at life, he befriends many important figures and comes across the world's secret. He inherits the legacy of an ancient civilization, travels around... I'm not even going to finish it. Because, I'm just getting mad reading it.
Does he meet a young girl who specializes in explosion magic?
That'd be, the only decent thing about this fucking show. Oh, God, I get... literally, guys, they're not even trying anymore.
Alright, Production Read. I feel like I've heard Production Read's name before. They've done a few
and that's things. A shame. They did some great things. Exactly. That's why I'm so disappointed. They did a lot. They did Inuyasha. They did Sailor Moon. They did ROD. I love ROD. A lot of people, no one really knows who ROD is, but I love ROD. They did Gravitation, even though I never really saw Gravitation.
Wow, they're a big thing in the 90s and 80s. Look at this.
Yeah, they were very popular back then. So I guess they're let's get famous by fucking doing some stupid format that's very cookie cutter and won't get any attention at all because no one cares.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a very popular show, though, just because this is a very popular trope now where we have, a guy goes to another world and he's blah, 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 blah. So I have a feeling it's going to get really popular and be talked about a lot. I'm not particularly... I may check out an episode, but I'm not particularly interested. It would have to be the most amazing thing.
Look at the picture. He's actually taking a fucking selfie with all of them. God, I want to fucking puke.
It may not... It would have to be wow, this is life-changing for me to continue watching it. Just because there's so much of this out there, and we just saw Re:Zero, and it's unless it's better than Re:Zero or Konosuba, which it definitely is not going to be, I can't see watching this.
Let's move on before I get mad.
Okay, we have the 4th TV series of Jigoku Shoujo Yoi no Togi by Studio Dean. The new series will have 6 new episodes and 6 reminisce episodes. Yeah, if you like Hellgirl or Jigoku Shoujo, you will like this show. I've only seen...
I saw the trailer and I was like, even if this was like the first season, I'd be like, fuck no, I'm trying to sleep tonight.
Yo, Hellgirl is real. I saw like the first season of Hellgirl, and I mean to keep going back to rewatch the rest because I love horror stories and stuff like that. But yo, that'll give you nightmares. It's a really good series. People underrate it like crazy, but I have a friend who really loves it, and it's a really... If you like Japanese horror, this is like a terrifying series to watch.
Yeah.
Too bad we didn't watch the other one, so we're probably not going to cover this one.
Nope, we're definitely not, because I want to sleep when I go to bed.
Okay.
Let's move on. Jikan no Shihaisha. Yeah, I said it. Okay. That's Shihaisha. The story centers on Chronos rulers, those who fight the time-eating demons that appear when people wish they could turn back time. The Chronos rulers fight a time manipulation battle against these demons.
If I can turn back time.
Yeah, it's like the only thing worth saying about this.
All right, next.
Yeah, no, literally, like the trailer was like not like it looked cool until they were like fighting, and then the fight scenes were in CGI, and I was like, no, this fad needs to die.
I thought you were promoting this fad earlier on.
Only with certain anime. It shouldn't be like now. I was promoting it with Ajin. Well, first of all, Ajin, they did it well, and from start to finish, it was all CGI. No, I don't want to watch anime where they go in and out of CGI, and then the CGI is just really bad, like in and out. Like that, yeah, no, that needs to die.
I think the only other thing worth pointing out about this, Project Number 9 is doing the animation, and this is gonna be like the first non-ecchi, non-comedy slice of life thing I think that they do, because I know they did Rokyu, they did that show about the video game MMO girl that falls in love with the other guy. Yeah. They're doing Tenchi no 3P, which is what we're gonna get into later, and there's probably gonna be another hill I'm gonna have to battle on.
No.
So it is weird to see them do this. Anywho, next up we got something really good. Kakegurui.
Woo!
Hyako Private Academy, an institution for the privileged with a very particular curriculum. It's not an athletic prowess or book smarts that keep you ahead. It's reading your opponent. What better way to hone those skills than with a rigorous curriculum of gambling? Here, the winners live like kings and the losers are put through the ringer. It is a psychological thriller by MAPPA. And it looks fucking amazing. Like, the art looks amazing. The character design looks amazing. The action looks amazing. It just looks so fucking good.
That trailer was really like...
Guys, go watch the trailer. It was so hype.
Yeah, it really was. And I remember I really am not even a huge fan of the premise, because like, oh, we're just gambling. Like, because that seems so like gimmicky. But like, just the main character being so fucking crazy. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it.
No, this is going to be one of those shows where Japan does, like, something that seems mundane, like, oh, we're just going to gamble, and they're going to take it to the next level. People are going to be like, I'm going to gamble for my heart and my, like, liver and stuff. Oh, it's going to be so fucking crazy.
It's great. It literally, like, and everyone, like, all those hype scenes, like, in the trailer, everyone's giving those crazy fucking eyes, like, oh, what, like, fucking Yojo Senki.
Yeah, and I think the main girl is actually, like, psychotic, sociopath and shit. So, it just seems so interesting. I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah. I'm ready.
I'm so ready for this. Okay.
Yeah, let's move on before we literally just stay on this one thing all day.
Yeah, go for it.
Katsugeki Token Rambu. The year is 1863. The tumultuous samurai era is coming to an end. Japan is split between the pro-shogunate and the anti-shogunate factions. The fate of the world is threatened as an army of historical revisionists are sent from the future to alter the course of history. In order to bring these forces down and protect the real history, 2 sword warriors, spirits who are swords brought to life by Saniwa, rush to Edo with a lively gang of warriors to confront the invaders. Yeah, apparently this is like based off a video game.
Yeah, that's the one thing that is like telling me not to watch this, because it's by UFO Table, which
I know, but that means the fighting's gonna look so.
It's gonna look so nice and pretty. But here's the thing: UFO Table has this weird like fascination with 2 things: Fate and fucking video game RPGs like Tales. They did so many Tales. They did Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Asteria. Like, they love these RPG video game adaptations for some reason, and they're never good. Their Fate stuff is really good, but their video game stuff is horrible. So I'm not gonna touch this with 10-foot pole. It'll look all pretty, right, but I ain't touching it.
All right, I guess he speaks for both of us.
All right,
let's move on.
We have Kapeki Danshi Aoyama-kun by Studio Hibari. Aoyama, the handsome young soccer genius that's a representative of Japan, his playstyle is cleanliness. He doesn't tackle and doesn't head the ball, and if he's doing a throw-in, he'll only do it if he's wearing gloves. It's comedy sports about soccer.
I know. Is it bad? I kind of want to watch it. I'm not fighting for it. But
no, I'm not fighting for it either, but I saw the trailer and it did look kind of fun.
It did. It looked incredibly funny. It was literally like if Sakamoto.
Yeah, it did look like
playing
that.
Soccer, like.
Yeah, it looks fun, but the only thing is, like, I don't know anything about soccer, and, like, there's other comedies I want to see this season, so.
Yeah.
I might watch an episode on my own, but I don't foresee it. If it's that focused on soccer, I'm not going to be able to get into it.
Yeah, I just like the back and forth between, like, the guy and, like, Aoyama and, like, the main character.
Yeah, it does look like a fun show. If you like soccer, go check it out. It looks like
definitely fun. All right, next, Knights and Magic.
Yeah, very creative titles and coming up, like, guys.
What is going on? In the story, a Japanese mecha otaku dies in a car accident, and his soul is reincarnated into another world as a Nesty Echevarria. Sound familiar, guys? Edu inherits memories and interests from his previous life and aims to be a pilot of a silhouette knight, a large humanoid weapon that really exists in his world. No. But I would like to say that, like, I think this anime could actually be, like, successful and great.
I honestly think this anime is going to be really good.
Just because the fact that he looks like so much like a trap. Like, if they made him even more
you're right.
Like, if they made him even look more like a trap, I feel like this would go viral for some. If there's like a
cross-dressing episode or something, it's gone. It's done. Memes for months. But I do think it's going to be a good show. I don't want to watch it, but I think it's going to be a good show because 8-Bit also did Infinite Stratos, and I kind of like the mech action that they had for Infinite Stratos. So they know how to do mech action. And I think I read somewhere that the Code Geass composer was working on this, and Code Geass had some good music. So, I don't know. It looks like it has a lot of talent, and it doesn't look like it's going to be, I don't know, well supported in terms of budget. So it might end up being really good, but I'm not going to take the risk on it.
Word.
All right.
No, let's move on.
So next up, we have something might be interested in. Koi to Uso by Linden Films. Lies are forbidden and love more so. In the near future, when you turn 16, you are assigned a marriage partner by the government. Yukari Nejima is a below-average 15-year-old, but within him hides a heart burning with passion. In this world in which love is forbidden, what will happen to him? That's kind of a vague summary. So the real summary is it's a love triangle between The main character, the person he's assigned to marry by the government, and another girl he has feelings for. And it's kind of just this romantic love triangle. Romance and drama. Probably some comedy as well.
Yeah. Like, it seems cool.
I want to watch it only because I've heard good things about the manga. I haven't read it, but I like the character look, the character design, and I think it has good potential if it stays as a serious drama romance.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
a watered down
shit like this. Exactly. I feel like shit like this can either be really good or really bad. That's why I'm very iffy on it. Yeah. Like, you could easily make this really bad if they wanted to.
Yeah, it's one of those shows where it's either going to be generic romance or it's going to be something along the lines of Kuzen no Honkai. So, I guess we'll figure it out. We'll put it as a maybe and come back to it. Alright. Next up.
Yay. More complex titles. Konbini Kareshi. 6 students are each getting on with their lives. Yo, can I say? I almost just read that as 6 students are getting it on. And I'm just like, wait, what?
Green, we're watching this.
6 students are each getting on with their lives, and all of them will visit the nearby convenience store after school. Each goes there for different reasons: to eat ice cream, at the club activities, to get the latest of the week's game magazine, to purchase ingredients, to meet friends, or to stock up on their favorite food. The convenience store becomes the place they can relax and make small memories. No.
Yeah, I liked the premise at first, and I was like, oh, this is a slice of life, that's interesting. And then I watched the trailer, and it just looked like a straight-up drama. And I'm like, no, I don't want a drama that revolves around
a convenience store.
Yeah.
No, we have better things to do with our lives. Let's move on.
So no. All right. Made in the Abyss, or Made in Abyss, by Kinema Citrus. The Abyss is the last underground place in the world. Strange and wonderful creatures roam within, and is full of precious relics that present humans can't recreate. Those that dare to explore the depths are known as cave raiders. An orphan girl named Riko lives on the rim. Her dream is to become a cave raider like her mother and solve the mysteries of the cave system. One day Riko starts exploring the caves and discovers a robot who resembles a human boy.
Is it weird that I kind of like this?
I kind of like it.
I feel like it's like, I don't know, like because Alice of Zoroku just ended. Now I feel like there's like a gaping hole where it left. No pun intended, because Made in Abyss. But.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cave Raider.
Right.
I mean, I want to watch it. The animation, I haven't grown to like the character designs. They're like really pudgy looking and like, I don't know. I wouldn't be against watching it. It does interest me a bit.
I'll put it down as a maybe.
Yeah, maybes. All these maybes.
Uh-huh.
All right, next up.
Speaking of maybe. Mahojin Guru Guru, a new adaptation of the Mahojin Guru Guru manga. I don't know. I've never heard of this manga. I've never heard of the anime. It just seems like some kid show, and
you think Production IG's A-Team is working?
Yeah, great. Like, I don't understand how Production IG is like working on all these shows that I just don't give a shit about.
They're shooting out all their hits.
Oh yeah, the other one was Ballroom Yokozo. Yeah, exactly.
Production IG classics coming up.
I don't understand what they're doing. I think they're just like putting out some like buffer anime while they're actually like trying to put out like good stuff.
Speaking of famous, excellent studios pulling out shit from their ass, we have Marvel Future Avengers by Madhouse. Why Madhouse? The anime follows Makoto, a young boy who gains superpowers due to an evil gene manipulation experiment. Makoto and the other youths join the Avengers as apprentices named Future Avengers. The anime shows Makoto and others as they train, fight villains, and grow under Avenger members Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, and Wasp. When is Makoto being part of the MCU? When is he getting his movie?
Wait, who?
Makoto. I'm just imagining him in, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, this is just...
Like, and you know what's such a shame, too? Marvel isn't, like, their anime adaptations aren't always bad. Like, the Wolverine anime was dope. Well, not, yeah, he had an anime.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched it, and it was dope. The Blade one, extremely dope. Is Blade Marvel?
Maybe. I think so. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So yeah, the fact that like they can, like, I've seen it be successful, and yet they're like putting out shit like this.
To be fair, I will watch an episode of this. I'm honestly, it's just so weird, but I'm just so curious about it. It might be decent if they get, like, I don't know. It might be decent. Who knows?
Wow, you are.
I'm just so curious about it. It's like, but why? Why are we having an Avengers anime? If they focus on the Avengers and, like, I don't know, this boy dies in the second episode or something, then it might be good.
Okay, that's not happening, so yeah.
I'm just so glad Madhouse is working on this instead of, like, Needless Season 2 or something. Like, stupid, you know? Or a new Black Lagoon.
Needless was so good!
Right. Next
you know, at least they're coming out with the new card captors.
Yeah. Card captors.
Soon. So you know what? I can't complain. If this is the bullshit I have to tolerate so that card captors can come out eventually, so be it. Let's move on.
Yes.
Nanamaru Sanbatsu. As soon as he entered high school, this first year student, Koshiyama Shiki, was invited to the mysterious quiz study group led by a senior. What will Shiki run into when being dragged along by his classmate Mari in the dazzling world of competitive quizzes? Yikes.
Are they going to be like on game shows or something?
I don't know, and I honestly don't care.
Me either. Glad we're on the same page on this.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Next up, we have a new game, Season 2. You can tell it's Season 2 because it has 2 exclamation marks, because that's the new thing people are doing now. It's the second season of New Game, continuing to show the daily grind of game development studio Eagle Jump. We're not going to cover it on the podcast, but I'm totally going to watch this. I love New Game. If you haven't seen New Game, go check it out. It's essentially about a girl who just graduates and starts entering the working world, and she gets her dream job as a programmer in this game development studio, or like an art designer in game development studio. And it's just filled with, like, relatable comedy about how your first job is, like what she does with her first check, and how she goes to the office parties and stuff, like her forgetting, you know, things, adjusting to the working world versus her school life. This is really fun and really cute and really relatable. So I highly recommend you watch it. And that's my recommendation.
Alright. Moving on to Awari Monogatari. Okay. Third season of Monogatari series, the second half. Contains the arcs Mayoi Hell, Hatagi Rendezvous, and Ogi Dark from Owari Monogatari light novels. Quote, that is the end of your youth. End quote. On the morning of the appointed day of the college entrance examinations, Koyomi Araragi headed towards the North Shirahebi Shrine. What awaits him there with an unexpected smiling face is the slice of a sword that marks the final decisive battle. All of the stories now meet their resolution.
If that doesn't make any sense to you, it's because you haven't seen like the 50 other Bakemono seasons.
Yeah, there's like a million of them. So yeah, I'm aware of it. Yeah, this is literally just for people who keep up with the series. If you liked it so far, then watch it, because this looks like this is going to be like the end.
Probably not.
Well, it seems final to me. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
I swear one day I'll catch up on it.
One day. This is the same guy who like punched that girl in the face, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I know what this series is.
This is the same show with the toothbrush scene.
Oh, yeah, that one. Gotcha.
Alright. Next up, we have Princess Principal. The spy action series follows 5 girls in 19th century London, a city within the Albion Kingdom divided into East and West by a large wall, because, can't just say Berlin. The girls serve as undercover spies enrolled as students at their prestigious Queen's Mayfair School. The girls make use of their individual abilities to remain active in the underground world of disguise, espionage, infiltration, and car chases. And I actually want to really watch this. It looks like a more Hollywood-oriented and female version of Joker game.
Yeah, I'm like, this is literally just the female version of Joker game. Which is kind of why I'm not against it. I'm just like, I'm not against it. It's definitely up for grabs, because this definitely was one of the ones that stood out from all the other maybes.
All right. So with that,
what's something that they're definitely watching? Fucking Sayuki Reload Blast, because literally for some reason they just keep adding on to the title. So at last, after 10 plus years of me personally living, the Sanzo Party has finally arrived in India. In this foreign land where the anomaly's influence runs rampant, their battles only heighten in their violence. And also awaiting them is their tragic fate from 500 years ago. What will they find at the end of their long and treacherous journey? Thank you, Jesus. I am so psyched that this is coming back. For people who don't know what this anime is, I don't blame you, because this anime was kind of okay. And it had a solid cult following back in the day. Just because, once again, this anime puts the bait in queer bait. Like, do you know the ridiculous amount of fan fiction was written based off these 4 men? It is quite insane. Meanwhile, in the actual anime, there's nothing really too gay about them at all. Like, they just, argue with each other all the time and have, they just have their slapstick comedy that's very, predictable. But yet, as a child, for me, it never got old for some reason. So yeah, I'm just like, we have to watch just literally because for childhood's sake, for my childhood, this needs to be watched. It needs to come to an end. It's very, it's not, you don't really have to focus too much on the plot, because I like Silver Oni also has never watched it, so he has no idea what's going on. And it's literally these 4 guys fucking up demons. That is it. There hasn't been much more plot involved in this anime. They drive in a car. They drive in a dragon that transforms into a car, and they drive to India, and they kill demons along the way. That's it.
Sounds like Final Fantasy
all you
15.
Need to know. Exactly. You definitely know someone who created the story of Final Fantasy 15 definitely watched Sayuki. Definitely.
They even look like some.
Yep. Yeah, I'm so hype. I'm so fucking hype.
So look forward to us covering that.
Yes.
All right.
On, please.
Next up, we have Senki Zesho Symphonogear AXZ, the 4th season of Symphonogear. I swear I will also watch this. I have not seen Symphonogear. I heard good things about it. It looks fun. It looks like a mixture between Macross Frontier and Nanoha, which are things I like. So I'll probably like Symphonogear, but I haven't gotten around to watching it, so I'm not covering this. And I don't think... Drew, have you seen Symphonogear?
No.
All right, then. Without ever telling me.
No.
All right, then. So if you like Symphonogear, watch it. We're not. Next up.
Shokoku no Altair. For generations, the Turkiye Devleti and the Baltrain Empire have stood in stern opposition to each other. Then, one night, when an imperial minister is found assassinated, the two nations are plunged into a potentially explosive situation. As the generals of Turkey's council cry for war, Mahmud comes to discover the devious truth behind the assassination. Thus, the young Pasha's battle for his country, peace, and trust in his fellow man begins. Like, I want to, but
I don't.
In my mind, it feels like Maji.
It kind of, it has that
Like, it has the Maji
feel.
feel, but not as, phantasmal.
It doesn't look as fun as Maji.
Yeah, exactly. It seems a little too business. Too much business, not enough play, so, yeah. Speaking of things that are not being considered.
We'll see about that. No, even I know where boundaries lie. We have Tenchi no 3P by Project 9. Kyo Mekui is a high school student who tends to skip school due to a trauma in his past. Kyo secretly creates songs using vocal song synthesis software as his hobby, and 3 girls who just entered 5th grade, the crybaby Jun, Goto, the strong-willed Nozomi Zomi Momijin Dani, wow,
Yikes.
and the somewhat sleepy Soraku Kanashiro, who takes life at her own pace. Email Kyo. These 3 girls, who are raised together like sisters since childhood, want Kyo to help them break into music. I will personally be watching this because
I know you will.
It very much is. It's done by the same people who did Rokubu, and it's pretty much Rokubu but with music,
music,
instead of basketball.
Which is why I'm just no, I will. No.
So I guess tons of fan service, lollies.
If we somehow that was somehow on the roster, I literally would just not watch it. I just all right, and now we have this. Take it away, so every week.
Yeah, I will watch it. It's fun. I like to have fun. Some people don't know how to handle fun, so they just shit on everything.
I am just miserable.
The only thing that can make this worse for Drew is
awful.
If there was a snake girl in it or something.
Yeah, giving birth to the girls she gives birth to the girls from the anime where they play basketball, and they're just all together.
It's all connected.
Ugh.
Anyway, next. Horrible vision in my head now.
I know, right? The Reflection Wave 1. After the reflection, some of the people in all parts of the world are discovered with superpowers. Some become heroes and others villains. How did the reflection happen? What was the cause of it? With many unsolved mysteries, the world is led into turmoil. So speaking of Marvel, this is literally another thing by Marvel, except there's no Marvel characters, which is interesting in itself.
Yeah.
I'm starting to Marvel is actually now starting to try to go into the branch out into the anime the anime business, which I find interesting.
They I know that they did another one earlier on, a while ago. I'm trying to look at it. Hero Man, there we go. There was another Marvel style anime original about a few years back that Stan Lee worked on. So yeah, I guess they're trying to break into anime because everything else is not enough.
What?
Having control of every other form of media is not enough.
Right. Also, like, I'm still mad Stan Lee still, like, doesn't call it anime.
Does he not? What does he say, Jeff?
He said, oh, I'm so glad to do this Japanese cartoon. And I'm like, you're not wrong, but, like, you just call it anime like everyone else. My lord. Anyways.
So we're not watching this, are we?
No.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. Go.
Not fighting for that one. Speaking of things no one is going to be fighting for in their right mind, we have Vatican Kiseki Chosakan. Centering on Hiraga Joseph Ko, a genius scientist, and Robert Nicholas, an archives and cryptanalysis expert, the two work as a team as the Vatican's miracle examiners, traveling the world to investigate authenticity of claims of miracles.
It seems actually like an interesting premise.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting premise, and I really like how original it kind of sounds.
Mm-hmm.
But it just looks too pretentious. It looks like it's gonna lecture me on religion and stuff.
I feel like it could. I feel like maybe it could like literally just be like Sherlock.
It could be. It could be either really like good and well done and
but it won't be like Sherlock because they're both like super smart people and it's like it's gonna be boring because they're like, oh, we're both smart people trying to do this shit.
If there was an Oscar for anime, this would be the equivalent of Oscar bait in anime. It was like screams Oscar bait to me.
It does. I don't know. If I have the free time, I might see like an episode or two. Clearly. I don't know, Oscar bait. There's nothing wrong with the Oscar movie. Well, debatable.
Alright.
Next we have Yokai Apartment no Yuga na Nichido. Yushi Inaba, a 16-year-old boy whose parents died 3 years ago. He moved into his uncle's house, but resolved to move into a dormitory in high school. Plans changed when that dormitory burned down. He eventually finds a cheap apartment, but discovers too late that the apartment is home to supernatural creatures such as ghosts, yokai, and mononoke, and his daily life becomes embroiled in the eccentric apartment. Literally, if, like, this anime season didn't have other things that are better than this, like, I would actually... Because this looks kind of, like, fun and silly, but, like... ...
Yeah, maybe if it was a slower season, I can see myself watching it, but yeah, no. Not now. Alright.
Yeah.
So next up, we have...
Last but not least.
Yes. We have Yokoso... I just had to be stuck with this title at the end. You can never just go through with a bunch of easy titles. Yokoso Jitsuru Yoku Shijo Shugi no Kyoshitsu E. I didn't even have to...
Hey.
I did not even have to...
You didn't have to sound it out. Good for you.
Not even that. I was going to say, I did not even have to look at it to know, oh, this is a light novel, because it has a really long, ludicrous, stupid title. Kodo Ikusei Senior High School, a leading school with state-of-the-art facilities. The students there have the freedom to wear any hairstyle and bring any personal effect they desire. Kodo Ikusei is like a utopia, but the truth is that only the most superior students receive favorable treatment. Kind of a little bit interested.
I don't care for it.
But, yeah, overall, I don't particularly care. It is done by the same people who did Magical Girl Racing Project, though.
Yeah, I know.
So, they might be magical girls. I'm just gonna assume everything they make has magical girls in it.
And then you see Bob. And then you see Cube. And then you kill yourself. Because you're gonna die anyways.
We don't have to cover any more, but I do want to point out that we are still going over Hero Academia. That's going into next season.
Wait. We should definitely just talk about the short.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That we are going over. Yeah. Let me just finish it off with that. Which is called Netsuzo Trap. Yuma and Hotaru have been friends since childhood. It is only natural that when Yuma is nervous about her new boyfriend, she asks Hotaru along with her boyfriend for a double date. But when Hotaru offers herself to Yuma as practice, both girls realize that they're more interested in each other than they are in their own boyfriends.
You know, I just want to say, is this like a Japanese thing, or is this like a real thing where girls practice on each other? Like, ever since I've seen it in School Days, this is just like a trend.
I know.
Oh, you just practice having sex with.
I mean, well, that guy's just a slut, but.
But yeah. I really want to cover this because I read a bit of the manga and it was really, really good, and it reminded me a lot of Kuzuno Honkai.
Yeah.
So, and it does have potential to be like really, really good. So, even though I'm slightly disappointed it is a short, but
me too.
Yeah. All right.
That's fine. Wait. Can I read one more? Because I saw the one that should be directly below it on Annie chart, and I fucking lost my mind while reading it.
I'm looking at the picture and I'm losing my mind. Go ahead.
Wait, let me read it. The story is called Skirt no Naka wa Keramono Deshita. The story begins when the reserved Shizuka attends a local mixer party but has trouble adjusting to the atmosphere. A beautiful older female college student named Ryo starts talking to her, and the pair hit it off. Shizuka goes to spend the night at Ryo's place. However, Ryo unexpectedly kisses Shizuka and pushes her down. Shizuka thinks the beautiful woman is a lesbian, but soon discovers that Ryo is actually a man dressed as a woman. What in the RuPaul is going on?
So, might check out an episode of that.
What the fuck?
Oh, the first episode's already out, actually.
And, hey, I have nothing to do.
It's only going to be 5 or 10 minutes. It's short.
Stop trying to convince me to watch the show. Right. Oh my god, that's fucking insane. But
so we go over the fight now for what we want.
Yeah, so let's go over what we absolutely are doing. Okay. Or so we're definitely doing Boku no Hero, and we're definitely doing Netsu no Trap, and we're definitely doing Fate Apocrypha.
Mm-hmm.
So those are 3 guaranteed. Sayuki. I want my shonen eye.
Oh wait, I missed something. It was it's Fate Apocrypha, Netsuzo Trap, Hero Academia, Sayuki. Oh, the gambling one.
Oh shit, and the gambling one. Right. I want my shonen eye.
Is that it? You want your shonen eye. I'm trying to figure out.
I want my shonen.
Do we care about 18F? Coming back to it. Let's just go this in order. Do we give a shit about 18F? No? Okay.
No.
Fuck that. Because we have room.
Wait, what about Ballroom? What about Ballroom EO?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
No. just kidding. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have room. If you want to watch 7 and a short, we have room for 2.
If we want to do 7 and a short, I thought it was room for 3.
Yeah, we have Fate, My Hero, the gambling one. Sayuki Reload Blast, Hero no Academia. That's 5.
5. Oh yeah,
5.
right.
And I said Yeah.
So then we have room for 2.
Yeah, room for 2.
Okay. Shoot. You want your Shonen Ai.
I think Shonen Ai's already counted in there.
Is it? What was it called again?
Hitori Hime My Hero.
Okay, so then we have room for 2 more.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go one by one. So I'm Martha's Green, and we'll go by one. Centaur.
Like, I'm not against it. I'm honestly not. Because I feel like that's going to be huge because she's a fucking...
Okay, so that's possible.
That's possible, yeah.
Hajimete no Gal. I kind of really want.
Shit, I really like that one too. I really like that one.
Okay. Koito Uso. Kind of not feeling it as much.
Who?
Koito Uso, the love triangle.
No, I'm whatever. I'm whatever.
I feel like if we're doing the short, then we have already our romance covered.
Yeah, excuse me.
Made in Abyss.
I like it, but...
And Princess Principal. So I guess it comes down to Princess Principal, Made in Abyss, Hajimete no Gal, and Centaur. Pick 2.
Okay, I know you don't really care too much for Made in Abyss, so we can take it off the table.
I do kind of like the concept. All right. I don't think I'm gonna fight for Centaur over Hajimete. All right. Out of those 4, which one do you most want?
Out of what? Centaur, Hajimete, Made in Abyss, and what else?
Princess Principal.
Shit. You know what? I'm not gonna be greedy. Because you know what? I got my Sayuki Reload and I got my Shonen Ai. So, for the betterment of us all, I'll just go with Hajimete no Gal. Because I don't think we don't really have a comedy.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a comedy or an ecchi for that matter.
Okay, so we have Hajimete no Gal. Since we're
We
going
don't
with
really have a
that,
comedy
I
or
feel
ecchi,
like
so...
we don't need Centaur if we're going with Hajimete. So it comes down to...
Are you sure?
Yeah, only because it's This is like really hard for me to decide between these 3. Go.
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm not saying this to sway your decision, but I'm out of all of them, the least out of all the 3, the least I'm feeling is Princess Principal, only because just the balance of what we're watching.
That's what I was just looking at too. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best balance.
Because I'm like, we already have all these action adventure things.
Yeah, it was like Sayuki, Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do Centaur. I'm not feeling like taking a chance on Made in the Abyss.
That's okay. We don't have to do Made in the Abyss.
All right.
So we're doing. So we're doing Centaur, and what's the last one?
It's all right. We're doing Hero Academia, Fate Apocrypha, Sayuki, My Hero, your Shonen Ai, the gambling one, Kakegurui, Hajimete no Gal,
okay,
and Centaur. And then,
all right.
And then our short is going to be Netsuzo Trap. So 7 plus a short.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Yep, that is going to be our lineup for the G&A podcast. We're going to cover all those shows weekly as they come out, starting next week.
Yeah, and maybe in the comment section below, if you feel like it, by all means, tell us what you're watching. What are you guys really looking forward to?
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about everything coming out this season.
Yes, tell us if we're clearly missing out on something great.
Yeah, in our personal lives, we don't limit ourselves to these 8 shows. I'm totally going to probably watch a bunch of stuff on my own time, so let me know if you guys, if there's anything interesting you're watching, I might want to check it out too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else?
No, I'm looking forward to this season. It's going to be a fucking amazing, great season. I'm glad we had such a good lineup of shows, and I'm just hyped. I'm hyped for the season. Can't wait for it to start.
Me too. Well, kind of technically already have.
Yes, it already is.
But that's okay, because it's not like last time where we were like a week behind.
Like everything was like on episode 3.
We're just on time.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff wouldn't have been out by the time you guys see this anyway, so no, we're not behind by any means.
Exactly. So yeah, and that's going to be it for today. Like I said, if you enjoyed watching to us scramble over what anime to watch, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe. And look out for this week's very, very, very short G&A podcast.
Yes. This makes up for
it, where we're just going to, do a quick, simple cleanup of all the anime from spring.
Spring cleaning, if you will.
Yep. And with that, we're getting the HE double hockey sticks out of here. Until next time, my loves. Bye.
Later, guys.